Ladies and gentlemen, we talk about the invisible contract so many times between the palace and the newspapers. And we have the very own Victoria Newman um, clearly stating that they were in discussion with the palace about the farm video. Remember that video that they took and paid so much for? I think over 200,000 we have been told. Um, that was in discussion. So we know that when the supposedly William and Kate was in the farm, they looked up. So it was all planned, it was all staged. And now Victoria is saying that yes, they were in discussion with the palace. She said it appears that Kensington Palace collaborated with the Sun on the entire story from beginning to end. The Sun was the outlet that exclusively obtained the Kate went shopping story and then magically the next day procured the video. All of this was apparently given the green light by Kensington Palace. We tell you about the invisible contract. While it has long been suspected that the entire operation was orchestrated by Kensington Palace, it raises question about why Kensington Palace was so adamant about controlling the narrative surrounding the photo of Kate in the car with her mother. Why did KP refuse to allow any British outlet to publish those photos or even embed those tweets in their coverage? It seems that there was some complex and intense maneuvering happening behind the scenes.
Other big story that we talked briefly about at the beginning, and then we spoke to Paddy Harvison, who clearly, Victoria, in his view, yes, social media has acted in all sorts of crazy ways. It's been a bit like the Wild West, but he was also clear that the mainstream media has played a part in creating some of the frenzy. Now, a couple of weeks ago, you published this front page, I think, which said "Lay off Kate." We can show it, I think, to our viewers. Maybe it'll pop up in a few seconds. There it is. So you were, sending that message, basically saying leave her alone. But then your paper obtained and I think paid for footage of her out shopping in Windsor with William. And then today you've got 9 pages in your Sunday edition all about the story. So isn't that a contradiction?
I don't think so at all. No, I was really moved the day of the Photoshop fail when the whole world was attacking her. I just thought it was outrageous. This poor woman was clearly ill and was so desperate that she tweaked a photo, minor tweaks, to make it look a little bit better. So that's why I did that front page, and it was really important. It then changed the narrative. A lot of the rest of the media then started saying, back off Kate. So I don't accept what you said earlier. In terms of reporting the fact that they went out to the Windsor farm shop a few days later, they knew that if they went out there in public, mingled with members of the public, they would be seen and potentially photographed, because everyone's got a camera phone now, and that's how it happened. It wasn't a photographer, it was a camera phone. And of course, I was in discussions with the palace all along with that, and there was no problem with us running those images, and it kind of felt that the nation was desperate to see her.
Guys, how many times have we said that the abuse that Harry and Meghan has been going through, it has been orchestrated by Kensington Palace? If they wanted it to stop, they would have. Kate has gotten a fraction of what Meghan has gotten, but yet still they are willing to maneuver, wheel and deal to get deals out, to get people to say lay off Kate. How many times have they said lay off Meghan? Not once. The Sun, the very Sun, Victoria, the editor woman, had Jeremy Clarkson saying the worst despicable things about Meghan, right? And it was when Ofcom and all of those got involved that they pulled the article because they got such a backlash from the public, not them. So at no point do they decide to lay off. They lay off one princess and target another one. It's hate for profit, and we have been saying it over. She is now admitting that they were in cohorts with Kensington Palace. We know if Kensington Palace wanted to stop, it will stop. So it just begs the question, what is going on with the newspaper is not credible, Kensington Palace is not credible, none of them is credible. right? So we have answered the question we have always been asking, what is really going on with the newspaper and the collaboration that they have. You hear Harry told us the invisible contract. We know there's a contract, and every time they come and lie and talk about sources and that there's no leaks, and we know there are leaks all over. They were throwing one Prince Harry, throwing him under the bus, throwing Meghan, feeding Meghan to the wolves. They were doing this. And now that they have gotten a fraction of what Meghan were getting, they're crying, they're bawling, they can't deal with the pressure. But yet still they maneuver, manipulate people all the time just to get their stories out. But guess what? I'm so happy. Social media is a beast. It's good and it's bad. But people are drawing contrast. People are saying, you want to do this, but you're pretending as if you're not in collusion with the British media. That is why they're so bitter against Harry. So I am sick and tired of them, guys. But guess what? It's coming. Everything is going to come out. Everything is going to come out. People are going to open their eyes. But that's what I wanted to bring you, the invisible contract that we have been talking about all along. Bye, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell. Bye.